In the quiet town of Ember, people usually talked about weather, crops, and school gossip. But on one unusual afternoon, everyone talked about only one thing: hunger. Not normal hunger, a gigantic, walking, roaring hunger beast. It started when Milo, a cheerful teenager with an endless hunger for snacks, became so hungry during class that he swore his stomach made a sound like thunder. His best friend Tessa laughed until the sound repeated, louder, and the classroom windows rattled. Then, from the centre of town, something enormous growled. A creature made entirely of swirling smoke, glowing orange eyes, and a mouth big enough to swallow a bicycle stomped down Main Street, roaring for flavour. People ran in panic. Vendors grabbed their baskets. Children cried. Someone fainted into a pile of gum outside the candy shop. Milo and Tessa exchanged terrified looks. "We need to stop it," Milo whispered. "Us?" Tessa asked. "Well, you're the smart one. I'm the snack expert." And that's how two kids became accidental heroes. While everyone fled, an old woman in a cloak smelling strangely like perfume emerged from behind the bakery. She tapped Milo on the shoulder. "You two," she said. "Come with me if you wish to save Ember." Inside her small cottage, jars filled every shelf. Some glowed red, others shimmered blue. Labels read things like sunset spice, starlight sauce, and ocean mist ingredient. "I am the keeper of flavors," she declared. "The hunger beast appears only when the world's balance of taste is broken. Someone has stolen the supplement called the core seasoning, which keeps all flavors in harmony." Milo gasped. "Without flavor balance, hunger becomes a monster?" "Yes," she said. "And only a chef with courage and curiosity can defeat it. You two must reclaim the core seasoning." Tessa pointed at Milo. "He can't even cook instant noodles without burning them." "I can too," Milo protested. "Sometimes." The keeper smiled and handed them a wooden box. Inside were tiny, enchanted tools: a mini cooker, a floating toaster, a crystal knife that sharpened itself, and a spoon that glowed whenever it sensed danger. "You'll need these," she said, "and you must learn the ancient arts of flavor." Behind the cottage was a strange training ground, a cauldron that stirred itself, a chopping board that corrected your mistakes, and a row of vegetables bowing politely before being cut. Milo began with slicing. The magic knife guided his hand until he could slice, dice, shred, and chop vegetables so fast they formed colourful ribbons in the air. Tessa practiced spices. She learnt the difference between something spicy, bitter, acidic, sweet, and sour. When she added too much chili, the pot breathed fire. When she added too much lemon, clouds formed above the cauldron and rained. They learnt to steam buns, deep-fry tofu, bake bread until it glowed golden, and roast mushrooms until they danced. They learned to beat eggs, toss salads, mash potatoes, stir magical soups, squeeze enchanted fruits, grind ancient herbs, dip mooncrackers into star sauce, and soak rice until it hummed. Tessa was shocked. "So the world can be saved by cooking?" The keeper nodded. "To heal hunger, you must create the most delicious and tasty dish the world has ever known." Milo grinned. "I was born for this." Their first trial was at River Glynn, now dried to cracked earth. The hunger beast had drained all the water, leaving the land thirsty and silent. To cross the canyon, they had to build a bridge using the flavor arts, specifically sauce. Tessa opened a jar of enchanted soy sauce, which poured out like dark velvet. Milo added glowing ketchup that stretched like sticky ropes. Together, they spread, layered, and shaped the sauces into a glossy, wobbling bridge. "It looks like a giant sandwich filling," Milo said. "It's sturdy," Tessa insisted, stepping carefully. When they crossed, the canyon rumbled, and ghostly taste spirits rose from the ground, whispering, "Bring back the core seasoning." Milo nearly sucked in a breath too sharply, but Tessa pulled him forward. "Focus," she said. "We still have 2 trials left." Their next challenge stood atop a hill, a massive bakery with doors taller than a house. The sign read, "The baker who forgot to stop baking." Inside, dough rolled itself across the floor. Enchanted ovens opened and closed. A giant baker made of flour and steam rotated endlessly, stuck in a time loop. Tessa read a note pinned to the wall. To free the baker, restore the flavour of balance. Milo took a brave step forward. He used the floating toaster to toast bread perfectly. He used the magic pan to fry sugar-coated fruit. He used the crystal kettle to roast nuts until their aroma filled the room. But nothing worked. Then Tessa noticed a bowl of forgotten lemons. "Of course," she whispered. "Flavour harmony needs contrast." She mixed sweet glaze with sour lemon, spicy ginger, and bitter cocoa. She folded the mixture into a pastry and handed it to Milo to bake. When the pastry came out glowing, the time loop broke. The giant baker bowed deeply. "For restoring my creation," he boomed, "I give you the shell of clarity." And he handed them a shimmering shell. "Is this for decoration?" Milo asked. "No," Tessa said. "It's probably important. Magic loves symbolism." The final trial brought them to an enormous crater outside Ember town. The hunger beast stood inside it, towering, growling, drooling rivers of flavourless slime. Its breath smelled like burnt toast. "It ate all the taste from the world," Tessa whispered. Milo swallowed hard, literally. "I guess we just go in?" And they did. Inside the beast's belly was a strange palace of floating utensils and swirling dark energy. A stolen golden jar sat on a pedestal, the core seasoning. As they approached, the beast's inner voice roared, "No flavour, only hunger." The chamber shook. Stomach walls tightened. "Quick!" Tessa yelled. "The shell of clarity!" Milo lifted the shell, which projected a beam of light, revealing a hidden recipe carved into the air. To calm hunger, serve the dish of balanced flavour. They had to cook inside the monster. Working fast, they used everything they had practiced. Milo sliced, diced, chopped, and ground ingredients that floated by. Tessa stirred, mixed, squeezed, and balanced every taste. They added tiny drops of soy sauce for depth, ketchup for brightness, herbs for aroma, lemon for acidity, sugar for sweetness, cloves for bitterness, and chili for spice. They cooked over the glowing lava stomach heat, steamed vegetables on rising vapours, deep-fried small dumplings in bubbling stomach acid, which turned out to be excellent oil, and baked a golden crust using heat pockets in the beast's ribs. Finally, the dish radiated colours, swirls of sweet, sour, spicy, bitter, and savoury harmony. "It's perfect," Tessa whispered. Milo placed the dish before the core seasoning jar. The two glowed together, resonating like music. Then, The beast stopped moving. The stomach walls softened, and the voice rumbled. Delicious. A moment later, they were gently spit out onto the ground outside. Ew, Tessa said, wiping slime from her hair. At least he didn't chew us, Milo replied. Or deep fry us. With the core seasoning restored, the hunger beast dissolved into harmless smoke and drifted away. Water returned to River Glynn. The giant bakery reopened. The town regained its lively colours and smells. The mayor held a feast in honour of the young heroes. From this day, he announced, we celebrate the Flavour Festival, where all tastes are welcome. Spicy, sweet, sour, bitter, and everything in between. The keeper of Flavours placed a hand on Milo and Tessa's shoulders. You have restored balance, she said. Remember, flavour can heal or harm. Respect it. Milo raised a spoon triumphantly. So, can I cook dinner every night now? Tessa laughed. Only if you promise not to burn the noodles again. And in the warm, fragrant air of Ember, surrounded by dishes they had once only dreamed of, the town celebrated long into the night, grateful for flavour, for balance, and for two kids who learned that sometimes the world can be saved with a single, perfectly seasoned bite.